Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a virtual, online interview here with Banyan Gold. Today, we want to get an update from Tara Christie. She's the CEO of the company. And let's see what is going on. We spoke already the last time in November, but a lot of good things happened with the company. Tara, welcome and good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for taking the time this early in the morning. I know you're on the Yukon, and here it's just afternoon in Switzerland. That's great that you are that early up. And yeah, a lot of good things happened with Banyan. I'm a shareholder of the company. I should say that too. And like a lot what you guys are doing there on the Yukon, and you just had a $2.5 million financing. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, we're really excited. The financing and the money we have in the bank now has positioned us really well for 2021. We'll have over $5.8 million to spend this year. That'll get us a long way. We're planning 15,000 meters of drilling and starting in Q1 2020. So we'll be the first ones out there drilling.
Wow, that's great. So there's a lot going on, and you are fully financed for the year, I assume, with that amount of money. You just completed the 51% earning in the on the ORMAC property. So what have you had to do for that, and how is that moving along, and who is your partner there?
So the 51%, we're pretty excited about that now. We had to achieve certain exploration expenditures on both sides, as well as issue shares, and we've done that. And we're actually well on our way to the 75% earn-in. The option agreements that we have actually allow us to earn all the way up to 100%, at which point the two underlying interests, Alexco and Victoria, drop to an NSR. To do that, we have to incur exploration expenditures, issue both parties some shares, or we can opt to issue them cash, and we have to do a PEA and a PFS to earn 100%. But we have lots of time on that, and it's all in our control, so we're not feeling that we have any pressure on that, and we've got a really clear runway now as we move forward to earn up to 100% if that's the best option for our shareholders.
Okay, super. You said you can do then the PEA and the PFS. Would that mean that you have to finance that completely from your side, or do you get also, let's say, some help from Victoria, for example, as I could imagine this might be a future project for Victoria?
It's hard to say where that would be. All that our major shareholders, which are Alexco and Victoria Gold, both with over 8%. Cisco Development has 4.3%, and Sprott. And all four of those have participated in our previous financings. And of course, they might participate in a financing for that. I wouldn't be surprised for them to continue their pro rata as they have in the past.
Okay, super. Yeah, then let's go on to the ORMAC project. And I saw you had fantastic drill results from the power line zone, like 0.72 grams gold per ton over 128 meters. And you also had within your several very good drill results, you had also some very good high grades inside. So what does that mean for the power line zone itself? And how would you consider, or how important would you consider the really good high grades you had in between?
So we're really excited about what we found in Powerline. So those results really show that this continues to be a very large system and far beyond what was captured in the 2019 drilling that resulted in the May 2020 resource. And if you recall, Powerline was really a brand new discovery for us in May of 2019. And then we financed in October of 2019 to put together that resource for the following May. So only 10 of our own holes into that. You can see many of the holes ended in mineralization, so we know it continues at depth. We knew at that time Powerline was open in all directions. And then the first phase of drilling, which we just released, we've now extended Powerline by 500 meters to the south with intercepts like that 68.5 meters of 1.07. That's 1 gram material, fairly near surface, pretty exciting. We know the mineralization continues to be open in all directions and at depth. And then we just released, our last press release was showing the holes that we drilled to the east. We put a trail in to Oryx Hill, which we think is another target, and we drilled along that trail, and every hole came back intersecting mineralization. That's a really nice surprise that they all intersected mineralization. And again, a 40 meters of 1 gram, which is really exciting. So now we have 2.5 kilometers between where we know we have the power line resource and where we've got some really interesting prospects at Oryx Hill. Oryx Hill has a 10 square kilometer gold and arsenic anomaly, some historic drill results with RAB drill results with 1.18 grams over 40 meters right near surface. So we're pretty excited that there's the prospectivity for another near surface resource at Oryx Hill. And there seems to be continuity between Powerline and Oryx Hill. That's a
Okay.
huge area.
When you say near surface, what is like the average depths you have found so far?
So we've been keeping our holes fairly near surface. So, drilling kind of on average 200 meters. We know that Oryx Hill, there's a 40-meter oxidized cap there, and we think that's what's producing that soil anomaly. We think that the veins are weathering, and that soil anomaly is actually an expression of what's in the near surface bedrock there. So, we don't really want to chase this to deep. We've been focusing on this is a potential open pit heap leach mineable project. And, the mineralization seems to daylight on surface. At airstrip, it starts right from surface. Same with Powerline. Really developing that near surface resource, I think, is what's going to be most attractive for the competitors already in our share registry and other people looking in the Yukon.
Fantastic. So if I get you correct, we talk now about a strike length of 2.5 to 3 kilometers of course, you have to do a lot of infill drilling with that. But if you can prove that, that would be a big mine in the future, right?
Well, it's a huge area to look for an additional resource. So airstrip itself, where the 774,000 ounces is, that's about 1.4 kilometers in strike length. And we've extended that with our results by another 200 meters. So we're pretty excited about the prospect of growing the resource there. And you'll notice that, we had 113 and 116 meters of like 0.75 and 0.73. So big, wide intersections. Again, with some higher grade. And you'd previously asked me about what the higher grade means. And that's something we're really trying to understand because it'll help us bring up the overall grade if we can find zones of consistent higher grade. And we think we're starting to understand that. And we're certainly seeing it at Powerline. And at airstrip, we found quite a few holes with, up to 22 grams, lots in the teens, and over shorter intercepts. And now putting them together is really how you're going to develop a higher grade core somewhere.
Fantastic. And of course, very economic then, hopefully. And
Hopefully.
Okay. Super. Then Oryx Hill at the zone, you are doing by now 1,800 meters of drilling. I think I saw in the news release. How is that going? How many meters have you done? And when will we see the next results?
So we still have 22 holes from 2020 outstanding. We drilled all the way to December 15th, and people think of the Yukon and they think you can't drill in the winter. The advantage we have is that we've got a main highway that's open year-round right beside us. So actually drilling in the winter and the spring is pretty advantageous because you don't have to build roads. So, we are planning to mobilize here in Q1. We will be focusing on drilling Powerline, Oryx Hill, and airstrip through the spring here and into the summer. So we have some more results coming back from Oryx Hill. The labs have been backed up in the Yukon. They're starting to catch up. There was a lot of activity in the Yukon, and we were the last ones bringing samples in. So, some of our samples that we submitted in late December will take a little while before we get them back. But the nice thing about our project, because we have multiple target areas and we've got information, that's not going to slow us down in terms of being able to get drilling and drill efficiently on high quality targets.
Super. So it sounds like a very, very busy 2021 for you.
Very busy. We are more excited than ever. 2020 was transformative for us in many ways with that resource in the program. 2021 is going to similarly be transformative because 15,000 meters is more than we've ever drilled on the property. So I can think about what we can do with that and what it's going to mean for our shareholders. And that makes me really excited. And seeing the results that we've got a great team. They're pretty dedicated and excited to get out in the field again as well.
Super. And those 15,000 meters are fully, how can I say that, are fully makeable with those 5.8 million you have in the bank.
Yes.
Super.
Yep.
Wow, that is fantastic. Great. Yeah, then I would say this was a great update. I have a very good feeling that we will get a lot of results from you guys in the next months. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Tara, please keep the drills going, hit it hard. We want to see more of those results, really. And yeah, then really hope for the share price also.
Yeah, thanks, Jochen. Really appreciate it. We're appreciate that you're watching and our other shareholders, and
Mhm.
we intend to get out there and get drilling. The drill results tell the story.
Yeah, super. And also Victoria needs something when they get how to grow the company. Super, Tara. Thank you very much. All the best. And yeah, as I said, keep it going. Stay healthy. That's important. Kind regards to the family. And I have a good feeling that we talk very soon.
Great. Thank you. Look forward to
Super.
talking to you again.
Thank you very much. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Tara Christie, the CEO of Banyan Gold. You heard it, $5.8 million in the bank, 15,000 meters. The company wants to drill this year. They start really early, hopefully already in March, maybe in mid of February. That might be possible. And you heard it also, the winter is not a problem. They have a highway going through the property, so they can easily access that. And don't forget, when it's winter in the Yukon, everything is frozen. You can easily drive over everything. So I have a very good feeling that we will see a lot of good results here within the next 3 to 6 months. And we keep you posted, of course. And I would suggest that you really have a very good look on that company. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Switzerland.